Tapi tak tahulah. Sebab part ni bukannya you bercakap dengan interlocutor, tapi bahagian ni you bercakap dengan member. Member sebelah you. You talk to your friend.
Yes.
Okay, Iqbal dengan Ghazali.
Yes.
Kalau awak selalu bertutur dengan satu sama lain, if you were to speak to one another on a daily basis, if you are to speak to one another on a daily basis, apa selalunya yang you akan cakap? Cuba saya nak awak dua ceritakan tentang your favourite school,
Discussion.
your favourite school subject.
Oh,
Hey bro.
hey, what?
Hey brother Iqbal.
Yes, brother Gaz.
Hey, I very good at mathematics, so I love the subject of mathematics. How about you?
Oh, for me, numbers is not my game. I would prefer subject that I can read a lot and also study the movement and the process. So for me, it's biology.
I cannot read a lot because of sometimes the grammar is make my headache, you know. So I prefer the number. So I can divide, I can multiply the skill, then we can use for the future development.
But even without studying mathematics, I can use calculator. How about that?
Because of that, when you use calculator, use your brain, it will make no working for your brain. So you need to make your brain exercise so that you can come up with good idea for your good.
That's a very good point of view. Thank you guys for that.
Thank you.
Wow, itu yang kita nak sebenarnya. Ada yang dalam chat ni semua orang cakap benda saya yang saya nak. Awak akan cakap, biar betul cikgu. Ada grammar error yang saya dengar. Ada perkataan-perkataan yang tak sesuai yang digunakan. Ada perkataan yang even tak relevan. Tapi kenapa saya cakap ini yang saya mahukan? Because kalau awak nampak, walaupun Ghazali ada grammar error a little bit here and there, tapi dia gunakan semua perkataan dalam bahasa Inggeris. That's one thing. Number two, dia bercakap. Itu yang kita nak. Kalau you diam, takkan dapat markah. They are not going to be able to cari jalan untuk bagi you markah. Awak kena buat sedaya upaya untuk cari jawapan yang paling simple asalkan you bercakap. Confidence is key. Sebab tu dia menang award before that. That's one thing. Number two, betul tak Ghazali kalau awak cakap dengan saya, confidence is key?
Confidence is key, yes.
Betul. Kalau kita bertutur dengan confident, grammar tu kita tak kisah dah. Asalkan kita cakap.
And the people we speak understand what I say.
Yes, that is the key. Lepas tu, dia macam main pingpong.
Right.
Siapa kat sini main badminton?
Pingpong kot badminton.
Dua-dua lah. Badminton pun boleh, pingpong pun boleh. Jadi, badminton. Kalau main badminton, you have to continuously serve and then you have to
Hit the ball.
And then, kalau salah satu tak buat apa-apa, apa yang akan berlaku?
The game will not be fun.
You will end the game. Kan? It's not going to be fun.
Game over.
Kalau satu tu tak beri apa yang you perlukan, adakah dia akan reciprocate? Dalam bahasa Inggeris we call it as it takes two to tango. You kena dua-dua kena do
Give
it.
and take lah.
You have to do it. Apa yang tadi Iqbal, pelajar kita bernama Iqbal yang buat adalah dia jawab. Lepas tu dia bukan saja jawab. A round of applause to him sebab dia cakap perkataan-perkataan in terms of opinion dia. Dia even counter balik. Dia cakap, dia interrupt, dia acknowledge apa yang kawan dia cakap. Lepas tu dia interrupt, dia cakap, but I think. Bila you cakap, but I think, dekat situ tunjuk yang you mendengar apa dia cakap and you bagi opinion you sendiri. Itu paling penting. That is the part where kita akan tengok segi discussion di mana dia akan bagi awak mind map macam ni. Wish lari. You're gonna get this type of mind map. For instance, dia cakap, talk about ways to save the environment. The two of you now have 20 seconds to look at the, actually 1 minute, sorry. You have 1 minute to look at the questions, to look at the mind map, sorry. And you can now discuss. Talk about the points below with your partner.
Ini makanan Iqbal ni.
Ini memang makanan.
Jadi, dia cakap kat sini, ways to save the environment. Number one, stop open burning. Lepas tu katakanlah Iqbal nampak, stop open burning. Saya suka bahagian ni. Yang ini dia tak akan bagi macam ni sebenarnya. Saya tunjuk sebab nak comel-comel lah kan. Dia akan bagi in a mind map. You know how a mind map is like? It's like this. So let's say kalau pelajar kita yang bernama Iqbal pilih this point over here Jadi this point is his. Boleh tak kalau kita nak tambah opinion kita? Boleh. You can add. Lepas tu kita ada yang kedua. Let's say Ghazali nak, aku nampak ni, this is a very good point. I want to talk about this one. To recycle. 3R initiative. Nak cakap pasal ni. Cakap pasal ni. Lepas tu yang ketiga. Cakap pasal yang ketiga. Kan yang keempat. Jangan cakap 3 point. Lepas tu member awak cakap 3 point. That is not discussion. That is stating opinion.
Presentation.
That is a presentation kan. Boring macam tu. Kita macam main badminton tadi. Alright? You have to do it in the form of discussion.
Basically kalau saya punya mindset cakap macam argument lah di antara dua pihak pun boleh juga.
Boleh. In another way we can put it that way. Tapi kenapa saya tak menggunakan perkataan argument? Sebab kalau argument ni dia ada pros and cons. You akan nanti macam berdebat, macam you ada take a stand of yes and no. You agree to a stand and dia agree to another stand. So in this point dia macam discussion. You boleh agree juga dengan dia.
Baik.
You boleh agree. You boleh cakap, that is very point Iqbal. I believe one of the best ways to save the environment is to stop open burning. This is because, what is your point? What is your point from on top of Iqbal's point? I would like to add to that. Jangan risau, saya ada bagi awak a set of things yang you boleh take a screenshot kejap lagi and use them in your exam. Kemudian,
discussion yang positif lah cikgu.
yes, discussion yang positif.
Okay.
And another question yang kita selalu dapat, macam mana, how do we answer? How do we answer? Kita ada point. Contoh kita ada pelajar yang memang minat sains. Tadi dia cakap dia minat sains kan? Bila dia ada mata pelajaran sains yang dia betul-betul minat, dia tahu a lot about that topic. But that doesn't mean we can know how to talk about it. Kita kena ada flow kita. So flow is very important because we want to organize. Kita ada masa yang kita kena 3 to 4 minutes. Satu point tu kita hanya ada 30 saat je kalau boleh untuk ceritakan. 30 saat nampak macam pendek, tapi cuba kalau buat plank. Lama tak? Plank. Kalau you exercise kan? Lama. Lari treadmill seminit. Lama tak rasa? So janganlah rasa 1 minit tu singkat. If you are enjoying some things, memang dia akan rasa singkat. So enjoy it. Okay? So ada yang tanya, boleh tak kita nak cakap, may I interrupt my partner's point? Boleh, that's what we want. Okay? So jom kita cakap pasal this one thing, Sora Rora. I'm pretty sure awak pernah dengar benda ni sebelum ni because this is not something that I came up with. This is something many teachers use. And I changed the Rora part. So you start by speaking your opinion first. Let's say lah Ghazali adalah candidate A.
Yeah.
So Ghazali dia akan start first. Dia cakap, may I begin? Ataupun dia cakap, let me start with my first point. Lepas tu barulah dia share opinion dia. Dia cakap, in my opinion, one of the best ways for us to utilize social media well ataupun to use social media effectively is through education. Contoh. In your opinion, you find it that way. Ataupun going back to the question, one of the best ways for us to save the environment is to initiate 3R ataupun to use the 3R initiative. Tu opinion dia. This is because reason. Bagilah sebab kenapa. Apa sebab? Everything ada sebab. This is where WH question comes in. This is where you use WH question. Awak gunakan why. Why I think open burning can stop. If what? Why do you think open burning can stop environmental issues?
Because when we stop open burning, the air will become less polluted. So we get more healthier with oxygen, more oxygen in the air, and that's why.
I second that. That is a very great point. So bagi tahu sebab. Clap for your friend. That's a good point.
So what about like just now, Gus is helping if what? Delivering his point. So is it going to disrupt any mark?
Okay, to be honest, this is my point of view. Kalau bantu kawan kita, apa yang akan jadi dekat kawan kita? dia akan automatically rasa macam, alamak, aku stuck. Alamak, interlocutor nampak I cannot do this. Jadi for some friends, untuk kita maybe we like it when our friend help us. Tapi ada time yang kawan kita bantu kita to an extent kita question ability kita. So in my opinion, don't help them. Because if you are stuck, interlocutor will use their backup prompts to help you. But kalau tertolong, tak menjadi masalah. Tapi takkanlah Ghazali takkan dapat markah Ifwat. That's not gonna happen.
Oh.
If that is what you think is gonna happen, not gonna happen.
I
Alright?
second that.
Lepas tu kita, that is good. I second that. Dekat situ yang kita akan guna. Yang itu kita akan guna dekat sini. Last opinion. Kita dah penat cakap. Kita dah penat cakap. Tanyalah dengan member, okey tak kawan kita kan? Sekarang ni saya nak tanyalah dengan tadi apa nama
Mubin.
Mubin. Sekarang saya ambil satu point dekat sini. Saya nak awak try Saya nak awak ambil point of carpooling di mana kita menggunakan satu kereta. Kita gunakan satu kereta tu dan kita naik ramai-ramai lah kan. Apa benefit dia kepada saya nak awak ceritakan kepada awak ceritakan saja. Iqbal akan acknowledge point awak. Dia akan tanya, you tanya dengan dia, do you think my point is great? Lepas tu dia akan bagi tahu point dia pula.
Boleh. Can teacher. I think carpooling is one of the best way to save environment because with less car on the road, we can reduce the carbon monoxide that being released in the air. So less polluted, especially in Kuala Lumpur. So we can use our public transportation like MRT, like LRT, or maybe just jaywalking on the street.
Padang, I like all the points, but the jaywalking is something that we shouldn't do lah.
Oh, okay. Oh, jaywalking cannot.
Cannot. It's very dangerous and it can cause us to increase our environmental pollution
Why?
because we need to produce what we call casket.
Oh.
Oh, fatality lah.
Fatality.
Oh, I see. You know what? I agree with you, Iqbal Ahya.
Thank you.
You know what? I
I
don't agree. I concur.
That is excellent, okay? That's how you should do it. But try not to ask why. Bila member you dah cakap, dia disagree dengan you, even as much as kita macam ni, aku dah cakap point aku. Dia nak disagree lah pula. Kalau kita rasa macam tu, telan je lah. Telan sahaja.
Faham.
Okay? Senyum je. Jangan kau lupa. Wah, nanti kau siap Jangan macam tu. Just telan saja. Thank you. Senyum, move on. Sebab kita nak jaga masa. Sebab kalau kita tanya why tadi, kita akan tarik masa member kita, kita akan tarik masa kita. So we want to save time there. So clear on that. But that was amazing.
Thank you.
All of the thematic vocabulary yang mereka gunakan amat hebat. Amat pepejal. Okay, solid points.
Solid point.
Yes, and then moving on, kita nak tengok lepas tu. Sekarang main badminton.
Yeah.
Saya kalau term badminton ni saya bukanlah pakar pun, tapi lepas kita dah serve the ball,
Okay.
lepas tu kita want to respond to return the ball. Jadi this is where you do that. This is where the R is for not return lah, tapi respond lah, lebih kurang This is where you respond to the point. How do you respond? You say macam tadi.
Opinion.
Opinion. Thank you very much. You tak cakap thank you pun tak apalah kan. So tadi you dah bagi tahu, you dah ask what do you think of my point. Iqbal dah cakap I agree with your point, this and this and this and that. Dia bagi dia punya own point, dia cakap pasal fatality, road fatality. Bila dia cakap pasal kemalangan jalan raya, dia dah cerita tentang jaywalking tu, dia tak boleh stop dekat situ tu. Itu bukan point dia. Dia kena ceritakan point dia yang seterusnya. So sekarang ni kita tengok opinion seterusnya, to plant trees lah. I guna plant trees, it's more fun. So Ifwat, why must we, tak nak Ifwat, tadi Ifwat, asyik Ifwat je kan. Ghazali, why must we plant more trees?
Why? I like to say that we need to plant more tree because of when I learn science, we people, we inhale the oxygen and exhale the carbon dioxide. Besides, the plant is absorb the carbon dioxide and release the oxygen. So that's why we need to plant more tree.
Okay, now I want Mubin Mubin to respond to that. Try, kita cuba, kita practice dulu dalam kelas hari ni, jadi kita buat exam.
Oh, saya kena setuju ke tak setuju?
Sebut terulang.
It's up to you, guys.
It's up to
you,
you.
bro.
It's your session. Do it.
Okay.
It's your SPM paper. Do it.
Such an amazing point, Ghazali. And I believe, to add up from your point of view, we must plant tree starting at home. We teach our siblings, our parents to plant more tree. For example, we can plant aloe vera tree. We can plant.
It's good. It's good.
We can plant aloe vera tree.
Bougainvillea.
We can plant tree inside our house. It can also produce a healthy environment in our living room and a happy and healthy family.
That's
Thank you.
excellent. Okay, walaupun kita nampak dekat situ scientifically point-point dia kurang.
Lah.
Saya cakap je lah. I'll say it out loud kan. Point dia okay. Tapi adalah some parts of it macam tak sesuai. Tapi
Aloe vera plant.
okay. It's a plant. Vocabulary wise, plant dengan tree, plant is usually smaller lah, tree is bigger lah kan.
Teacher, can I clarify to Mubin?
Can. He loves science. Let's go for it.
If
Wait, my logo gone.
Your badge, you mean?
My logo gone.
Your
bad.
school badge.
My
Your
bad.
badge.
My logo gone.
In BM we call it as guancana.
Ding 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 ding. Okay.
Okay. If the tree doesn't have trunks, so we call it plant.
Oh.
So aloe vera doesn't have trunks, like like for example durian tree they have trunks, so we call it as tree. Yeah, something like that.
Excellent explanation.
Excellent.
Scientifically correct. Vocabulary wise perfect. Now,
He is a teacher's pet. He actually shares for the English.
Teacher's pet.
Cakap sebutir-sebutir. Sebutir-sebutir.
that is an excellent choice.
Teacher's pet.
Teacher?
Teacher's pet.
That is an idiomatic expression to talk about people.
I do
There
not
are
concur.
many of idiomatic expression that we can use. Now, masa mencemburui kita. Okay? Jadi, I'm going to talk about the last 2 points. Lepas tu, we are going to talk about decision quickly. Lepas tu, kita akan buat kita punya sesi ya. Jadi, lepas dah bagi opinion tadi, jangan lupa apa tadi?
Reason.
Reason kita jangan lupa guys. You use this. Lepas tu, you ask. Lepas tu, you repeat. Another famous question, perlukah saya cakap semua point? Rasa-rasa? Tak perlu. 2 pun cukup.
Just
Okay?
finish the 4 minute lah.
Yeah, just finish the time. Gunakan point. Kalau you guna Sora-Rora ni, InsyaAllah all of your points are going to be amazing. So yang speak ni only the first candidate lepas tu dia Rora sampai habis. Now, before we proceed to do the test, korang dah excited ke nak SPM
Yes.
speaking ni?
Sangat.
Okay, jangan lupa yang korang kena decide
Decide.
Lepas korang dah settle semua point-point yang korang cinta lah pula, yang korang suka, that you guys love,
Nas,
okay?
Miss, can we screenshot a bit
Oh yes, please.
the Sora Rora?
Oh yes, of course.
The things that you say you want to give to
Everyone screenshot now. 5, 4,
3, 2, 1. Take a screenshot.
Okay,
Saya dah
thank you,
semangat
Miss.
sangat sampai saya terlupa untuk screenshot. Jadi saya rasa saya nak bagi awak the longer version lah, boleh ke?
Oh, yeah, again, guys.
Okay, again.
Okay, first
Again,
point.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, ni lah cara dia.
Lagi. Rora.
Yang kedua,
Rora.
Astus tak kisah saya biar kosong sebab it's totally up to
There's nothing there.
there's nothing there. So you can start by saying I believe
I can fly.
I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky.
Wow, teacher very good voice.
Thank you
Okay,
so much.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Cakap.
Contoh. Okay, so repeat je. I believe you're right. Benda sama I love your point. So take a screenshot. This is third point. Manalah tahu environment kan?
Again, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay,
Kemudian kita ada last one.
Okay, last one. Let's go. 5. Okay. Wait. Let the teacher write something first.
That's amazing.
Okay.
Kenapa tak apa yang akan menjadikan awak hebat? Apa yang akan stand upkan awak punya conversation? Sebab you cakap that's amazing. You are like it's a conversation. Okay? You're conversing with your friends. So that's what you want to do. Nah, kita bagi lagi satu alang-alang. Yang ask tu you carilah sendiri. Sebab saya ada bagi awak a bigger one. Dededen. Gunakan semua ni.
Wow.
Oh, what's this?
Okay, this is the
This
transitional phrases yang you boleh gunakan.
Cannot see.
Jadi kita besarkan lagi. The most important point. Let's begin with to start off. Gunakan semua poin-poin yang
Can the camera zoom out a bit? I cannot see the whole. No.
Satu
Teacher stay. The camera zoom out a bit, please. Thank you and so much.
so that kita boleh dapat. Jadi this is how you can use it. Okay? Take a screenshot.
Zoom out a bit so that we can see the whole. Yes. Good.
Macam ni. Baru kita nampak dengan jelas. May PM siapa tak sempat. Korang menyempat Bagus Ni semangat untuk membantu. So give this to your friends. It's all yours. So use this. Lepas tu kita ada yang seterusnya. I'm going to give you this one. Nak tambah point. Moreover, additionally, if you have any clarification yang you perlukan, feel free to check them out online. Dekat dictionary ada bagi tahu all the meaning. So I do not want you to just use moreover, furthermore and rasa macam itu je yang kita ada. You boleh cakap another point to add. You boleh cakap it's worth noting that. You can say also it goes without saying that trees help to reduce pollution because of the oxygen it produces. So that is what we want. Okay? So use transitional phrases. And I give you this one. I bagi you the top 3 lah kan? Acknowledging your partner's point. Another one. Kita screenshot. Hari ni, we're going to have a screenshot party first. Let's take a screenshot. So ambil lah ni. That's a lovely point. However, macam tadi Sir Iqbal cakap, we put it in a writing. Apa yang Sir Iqbal cakap tadi kan? That is a lovely point. However, to add something that I think is better. Itu adalah another way of saying it, tapi in a nicer way. I like to chime in here with another opinion because I also think this and that. Okay? And don't forget the last part di mana kita ada
Praise.
kita dah ceritakan dah juga. Okay? The last part yang kita ada HOTS.
Opinion.
HOTS question ni tadi kita dah decide. Tadi kita belum decide lah. Ya Allah. Astaghfirullahalazim. Kita belum decide. Dalam semua point tu, pick one. The best point. Okay, dalam semua tu lah kan. Tadi korang pun dah boleh ingat kan mana satu. Mana point yang awak rasa paling terbaik sekali? Which one of the point is the point yang you rasa terpaling hebat? Okay, now I want Ghazali and Ifwat to decide on one point.
Okay.
1 minute saja you ada untuk buat benda ni. Nanti kita akan buat yang proper version. Now I want you to just discuss one point. Pilih
Alright,
satu.
what may I decide what is the best today?
Okay. What's your opinion?
Well, my opinion is the best is we need to carpooling more because of too many cars in the town right now. So
Okay.
that I suggest we need to make carpooling is an habit in town, the people in the town.
I agree with you because whenever we go to KL, for example, we can see a lot of car making the traffic stuck, and in fact, besides stucking the traffic, the air pollution is so great, and it makes our environment so dirty, and it will affect our health. So I agree with you that carpooling is the best way to save the environment. Thank you.
Thank you.
So okay. Before we go further, before that jangan lupa cakap. So we both agree carpooling is the best.
Alright.
Okay?
Orang yang kedua lah.
Orang yang kedua.
So,
supaya dah confirm dah. Itulah.
But let's say kalau
Kalau tak agree.
seorang lain.
Kalau
So,
seorang lain
boleh kan?
kena sampai agree. Sampai dapat kata sepakat. Sebab tu kita always kalau boleh kena I wouldn't say mengalah lah.
Kena deal lah.
Kena deal lah.
belakang.
Deal belakang tak deal belakang pun tak apa. Kena faham-faham lah.
So dua-dua tu kena ada satu je sebenarnya.
Satu je. Dia kena decide dalam masa yang dia berikan. In 1
faham,
minute you have
faham.
to decide 1 point saja. Kalau boleh jangan cerita sampai lengthy. Jangan sampai berpanjang lebar. Kemudian kita ada hot question. Dia akan cakap, now I would like the both of you to decide. Done Lepas tu dia akan bagi soalan HOTS. HOTS ni stands for Higher Order Thinking Skills Question. Jangan takut dengan nama dia, soalan kebat je sebenarnya kan. Jangan takut dengan tapi soalan kebat kita dengar kita takut. Jangan takut. Dia akan bagi opinion based question juga. So dia akan tanya, now Ifwat and Ghazali, I would like the both of you to tell me how do you think 3R initiative can help our future generations?
You first.
Okay, so keyword. Dengar je soalan tu, ambil keyword. Dia cakap 3R initiative can help environment kepada siapa? Kepada future. So basically soalan dia soalan yang simple saja. Dia tanya soalan macam ni, dia nak cakap macam mana benda ni boleh membantu future generation. Jadi you can answer macam mana 3R, recycle, reusing and reducing can help generasi yang akan datang.
You first. Or may I?
Candidate A first.
Because just now we already answered the question. I think now I give to Sir Iqbal.
No, you and me. No.
You can just try. You can just try.
This is the mock between you two. I'm safe. You are not safe.
I try my best to give to you.
Okay, Ghazali,
Okay.
why don't you try first?
Yes, may I?
Sekarang Ghazali candidate A, kita tukar.
Geng, selamat.
So
Okay.
may I? So the 3R initiative can help the future because of now the rubbish is more. Maybe I read a lot right now. So I read about we throw rubbish every day. It's like 3 tons a day in the KL area. So that means when we wait for the long time, it will be more. So before that happen, so I would like to ask the citizen to make 3R for our future, so that we can have less rubbish in the country. How about your opinion, Ifwat?
Okay, about the 3R, sometimes we forget that 3R is the most
Reuse.
important thing, which is reuse, reduce, and recycle. And if we not do the 3R, always do the 3R, what happen is too many rubbish will becomes a heap of mountain, and that means too many things. I think I don't know lah.
That is a great point actually, okay? If you think that there is one point dah cukup, you stop right there. You don't have to continue to the second point. Sebab soalan kebat ni, you bagi satu statement pun cukup. Cakap, if we have too many trash on the landfills, it will cause environmental pollution to further. As a result, this will prevent that from happening in the future. Jadi, itu saja. Good job everybody.
Good job.
Alright, now kita akan proceed on to our test.
Let's go.
Okay? We are going to do 2 sessions. One session will take about 13 minutes.
Dia pairing kan?
3 session.
Sorang-sorang tu apa?
Tak,
Apa
dia,
ni?
dua je kan? Dia dua je kan?
Dia
Yes,
semua
betul. Semua dua
Sebab
saja.
Masuk dua, balik dua sebab berdua lebih baik.
Yeah. So who's first?
Okay.
So the assessor.
So for the last 45 minutes,
Yes.
kita akan buat 15 minit lah. Kita bagi masa sikit dalam masa 15 minit tersebut. Jadi kita ada 45 minit untuk sesi, 3 sesi yang berbeza.
Alright, for this
So who's
part,
first?
No, aku sendiri.
Who's the first?
For this part, kita akan assessor. Tak, bukan silap lah.
jadi apa?
Saya tersilap lah, sir. Jadi saya akan jadi interlocutor. Jadi saya ada beberapa soalan ni, Sir Asri.
Sila.
Saya nak ambil soalan sebenarnya. Saya dah semangat dah dengan 3 booklet.
Yes. Betul. Okey, set up.
Okey.
Sila.
Seram lah main set up ni.
Hi guys, we are back here. Jadi I am going to be the interlocutor and I will be focusing mainly on asking the candidate to begin with their points, to talk about all of the important things they need to, and there will be my colleague over here. Kita ada Mr. Asri is going to be the assessor. Jadi dia akan observe sahaja. Jadi dekat tangan saya ada 3
Sets of question.
3 sets of question in this booklet. I have candidate A and B part 1 and candidate A and B part 2. So let's begin with the very first part. Now, also get the assess the candidates to be closer to me so that they are going to be able to sit right in front of me. Okay, let's welcome the candidate. But before we welcome the candidate, I want to ask you guys, korang excited? Jauh dia tak macam ni. Kita akan dekatkan lagi in a bit. Okay? Terima kasih. Alright, let's do this. Now, we are also going to get them to get closer to us as they are seated. Diorang nanti akan duduk betul-betul depan saya. Sekarang ni awal-awal saya tak letaklah depan saya kan. Sebab saya nak dulu dekat korang. So nanti korang tak nampak pula, dia akan block. So lepas ni, when we start, this is the position Saya akan duduk dekat sini sebagai interlocutor. Pelajar-pelajar saya akan duduk betul-betul depan saya. Lepas tu candidate B akan duduk sebelah sini. Jadi awal-awal saya tak tunjuk dulu sebab awak nak kena tengok muka saya directly kan. Lepas tu observer akan berada di sana lah. Nanti kita akan tunjuk lah. Tunggulah sebentar. Kamera jauh, kejap lah nanti kita dekatkan lagi. Ada yang cakap saya kurang dengar, ada yang cakap tersangkut-sangkut. Sekarang awak rasa lebih okey ke? Sekarang awak rasa laggy ke? Semua okey Kalau semua okey, jom kita teruskan. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's welcome our candidates in. Okey, kita akan sebut.
Oh no.
Kita katakan masuk dulu. Jadi saya akan tunjuk dekat awak apa flow dia. Saya minta maaf lah tadi saya tak bagi tahu flow dia. Jadi mereka akan masuk. Jadi kita ada as if what? Get closer to us. Okay. Kita duduk. Candidate A dipersilakan duduk sini. Dan juga candidate B dipersilakan duduk sini. Kalau awak masuk kerusi tu macam jauh, awak ambil kerusi tu dan datanglah dekat ya. Okay, jadi this is the setting. This is how the setting is going to look like. Okay. Are you guys ready?
Yes. Ifat, good luck.
Okay, if you guys are ready, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we're going to go into the session. Okay. Ada yang cakap kenapa jauh? In the actual exam, you're going to be closer. Tapi this is due to view korang. Kita nak pastikan view korang comel-comel. Jadi disebab itulah kita jauh sikit. Tapi the real day, you akan betul-betul dekat. Semua boleh macam tu? Alright. Now, let's continue. Ada yang cakap mikrofon saya pecah. Let's see if it's going to be getting better. Is it getting better? Ada yang cakap saya comel lah. Terima kasih lah. Tukar mikrofon saya lah mungkin lah kan? Okay, let's do this. Before we begin, I'm just going to make sure everyone is okay. Okay. Boleh dengar, ada yang cakap boleh je dengar. Korang ready tak ni? Semua ready dah Ajak kawan-kawan you join. This is the crucial part. Share this live. Jadi semua kawan-kawan awak boleh join Okay, Maria bagi tahu kita akan mute Maria punya mic jap. Okay, I'm going to be on mute now.
Okay, Miss Mariam punya mic akan di-mutekan sekejap untuk kita resetkan mikrofon dia supaya kita tak pecah-pecah dah, okay? Dan saya juga sedang bercakap dengan awak secara direct walaupun saya tak dapat nak melihat ke belakang sangat. Oh, ada kamera juga. Jadi apa khabar semua? Harap semua dapat tenangkan diri bila dah masuk dekat sini. Dan betul saya dah kena pass mic back.
Hi guys, sekarang semua sangkut-sangkut ke? Semua dah okey dia nak bagi kita rasa macam nervous sekarang supaya dalam exam nanti tak payah nervous. Alright, without further ado,
Mic saya pun sangkut lah katanya.
Let's do this.
What happened? Can you please check
So Ifat boleh bercakap sekarang?
Belum. Please, shut up.
Tolong tutup mic.
I'm going to turn off the mic.
Same goes to me.
I think this one.
Sebenarnya mic kita yang nervous.
Itulah.
Mic kita dia dah tahu-tahu. Guys, kita kena ajaklah kawan-kawan kita semua join sekarang our live so that this will be beneficial for all of them. And I want you guys to really focus on this part. So bahagian ni bukan sahaja kita akan buat the demonstration, we are also going to evaluate as an actual test
Ifat
by
tak
an
masuk.
assessor, by
Okay. No.
an actual assessor.
You relax. How's my mic? Is it okay? Can you all hear my voice?
Gas punya mic dekat Iban.
Ada kata angin.
Ada kata angin. Semua dah okey dah ada. Dari segi saya punya
Testing.
dah okey.
Mic 1 2 3 testing.
Saya akan nyanyi lagu lah kalau macam tu.
Mike. Give you mic.
Okay, semua cakap dah okay dah. Alright, let's do this. Semua dah cakap clear dah.
Mic effort.
Ifat kat sini. Barang ni tadi? Ini barang sekarang tak pakai lah. Baik.
Sementara ni korang bagi tahulah apa topik-topik yang korang rasa korang nervous. I nak test lah sambil-sambil I test ni kan. I want to try and test talking to you guys. Semua okay Ada yang cakap okay. Environment. Tadi sebab tu I pilih environment tadi.
Ada yang
tadi
cakap
kan kita buat-
crime.
Tadi kan kita buat topik environment.
Iqbal dengar loud.
People you admire. Teacher.
Crime. Kenapa banyak yang
Anything.
cakap crime?
Sebab
topik
memang topik
crime.
crime ada.
Oh ya.
Yes.
Topik crime. It's
And a lot of trial papers pun keluar crime juga.
Yes. Can we do that? Sounds fun.
Interesting.
Oh.
Ada crime.
It's okay. Don't worry. Up to the examiner.
Kita
I'm
gunakan
not in
soalan
any-
hari ni.
Boleh. I'm not in any position to request.
Jadi soalan yang saya guna ni bukannya soalan yang saya buat. Soalan yang saya gunakan ni adalah daripada MRSM Trial 2023. So, to those of you yang daripada MRSM, you may have heard of some of the questions Some of you guys. Bukan semua orang sama soalan, dia akan rotate soalan. Jangan rasa kalau you buat hari Rabu, hari Khamis boleh tanya member Rabu wewes. Soalan korang apa hari tu? Tak boleh. Dia tu soalan yang berlainan, different questions. Jadi, are you guys ready untuk get the evaluation?
Ready.
So
Okay.
we want to get the clear picture of how the exam is going to take place lah.
Test mic 1, 2, 3.
Maksudnya
Cubaan suara 1, 2, 3.
sekarang
Boleh
ni,
dengar ke?
Kami baru je masuk duduk.
Betul.
Over to
Boleh
you.
dengar suara Ifo
Lepas diorang dah duduk, lepas korang dah duduk, kita
Boleh
akan
ke? Hello,
ada
hello.
satu sesi pertama. Macam tadi
Boleh,
kita
terbaik.
bincang, the first session, I am going to talk mainly about your day. I'm going to ask you about your name first, and then what that you do after you wake up on a daily basis, daily routine.
So this is the first part.
This is the first part. Part 2, just to walk yang tadi baru masuk Part 2, saya akan bagi candidate A dulu. Candidate A dah selesai, saya akan tanya soal berkaitan dengan topik candidate A kepada candidate B. Lepas dah settle, candidate A akan bagi dulu booklet dia kepada saya, barulah saya buka soalan candidate B, soalan berbeza. Kemudian kita akan pergi ke bahagian discussion part 3.
So discussion only part 3. Part 2
Yes.
still individual.
Individual
So
task.
during my session, Iqbal cannot interrupt me.
Cannot interrupt you for the
Individual.
second one, individual. Sampai part 3 baru kita ada discussion. Jadi kalau korang dah ready, kita semua dah ready. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Let us begin with our first session.
Mak.
And before that, ada yang tanya apa tajuk hot, miss? Kalau awak nak tahu tajuk hot, you can always ask yourself, apa tajuk-tajuk yang you masih perlukan bantuan? Because there's no such thing as hot question for now. Tapi adalah, of course, topik macam environment, crime. Ini kita rasa macam topik tu hot sebab kita perlukan more ideas on the topic. Jadi kita boleh belajar through your textbook. Tema-tema di semua ada dalam textbook awak. Yes. Alright, let's do this. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Mariam.
Morning.
And
Mariam.
over here, I have my colleague, Mr. Asri.
Hi, Mr.
Hi, Mr. Asri.
He will be there to observe us.
Okay.
Okay.
And before I proceed, candidate A, what is your name?
Hi, my name is Ifwat. And that's it.
And candidate B, how may I address you?
You may address me as Iqbal.
Thank you very much. And if what do you usually do during free time?
Usually I play basketball in the evening, and during the night I play badminton because I am a guy who likes sports very much. So most of my routine is playing sports.
Thank you very much. And Iqbal, what about you?
During my free time, usually I like to play games. For example, Dota, because I like the strategy involved in that game.
Excellent. Now, I'm going to talk to you too about your daily routine. Now, if what do you usually do after coming back from school?
Usually, after from school, I feel very tired and sleepy. So to make my day, to make me fresh again, I will sleep for a while, and after that, during 5 o'clock, I go running before I go play basketball, and that's how is it every day.
Excellent. And Iqbal, what is the first thing you do every day?
The first thing in the morning is usually waking up, taking a bath, and then perform my subuh prayer.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Now, we are going to talk about part 2. In this part, I'm going to hand you a booklet, and you have 20 seconds. Each of you will get 20 seconds to look at the questions before you start answering. Now, if what you are going to the first one, so here's your question. I would like you to talk about your happiest memory. You have 20 seconds to look at the questions, and you may begin whenever you're ready.
Like a pro.
Are you ready? You may start now.
My happiest memory, first of all, my topics is about my happiest memory, and it is about when I get straight A's in my exam. That happened 2 years ago, and why it is the happiest memory, because after I get good result, straight A, I got a new iPhone, and I got a lot of money from my cousin's mom, And if having good experience can influence one's life, of course. But somehow, I'm afraid if my good result end up with I get something material things, later on I keep expecting more things from my parents for my good results. So hopefully I not become like that lah. Oh, that's all.
Thank you very much. You may hand it back to me. Now, Iqbal, what was your best memories that you can think of? You can give me one.
I would say when I've met my cat back after the cat has been missing for maybe a month, and that makes me believe that good things can happen as long as we stay hopeful and keep on praying, and also keep on trying to get what we want. And for me, it brings me in a way that I truly believe the power of prayers. Inshallah.
Thank you very much. It was great. Now, I'm going to hand you another question.
Okay.
Now, I would like you to talk about an interesting neighbor. You have 20 seconds to look at the questions, and you may begin whenever you're ready. You may begin now.
My neighbor's name is Shami, and the most prominent features on him is that he's bald, meaning there's not a single hair on top of his head. And the most interesting about him is that the shininess that I can see him during broad daylight. And why is it important that I met him? Because now I understand that why we must wear shades outside during sunny day.
Is that all?
Also, he likes history, and he always talks about the amazing things about our past, basically about our ancestors and how we came to be in Malaysia.
Thank you.
Is it enough? I don't know.
Now, if what? I would like you to talk about your favorite neighbor.
My favorite neighbor. Okay, my favorite neighbor is Iqbal because during my first time coming to new town, Iqbal is the first guy I met, and he's such a great guy because
Sekejap. Okay.
Proceed.
because he always plan something. The first day I met him, he planted cactus. The second day, he planted aloe vera. So this guy is a very great guy because he loves environment so much, and that's what makes he is an interesting.
Thank you very much. Now, thank you to the both of you. That's the end of part 2. Now, I would like the both of you to discuss about a topic on why do teenagers use social media. You can share this booklet, and I would like you may have it. I would like you to look at it for 1 minute and decide on which on which part you would like to discuss. And you may start whenever you're ready.
Okay, Fat, macam mana? Anak ambil yang mana?
Kita kosong satu macam ni.
Dia tak macam nak apa, saya akan feel dalam 3 minit 4 minit je tu. Jadi sekarang macam masa nak ambil ni ada inspiration. Lepas tu Fat ambil mana? Mungkin Iqbal akan buka pasal
Ikut search untuk tanya konten tu.
entertaining content Okay. Lepas tu kita ambil seorang satu lagi lah. Kita tak cukup. Tak sempat.
4 minit ya?
4 minit tak silap.
4 minit
Okay.
Tu buat kawan kot.
Buat kawan Okay. Kalau macam tu
dengan buat kawan.
Iqbal akan cakap pasal spend time ke? Spend time ke? Share photos.
Mana yang tak tahu dah. Ada orang lagi. Ada ke? Budak share foto ke sekarang?
Nak share tak ada.
Tak ada kan?
Your 1 minute is over. Now, you may begin whenever you're ready.
Ifwat,
Yeah.
I have a question to you.
Yeah.
Why do you think teenagers right now always likes to use social media?
I think they use social media because they want to search entertaining content. And you know, every day we go to school, and after we went back from school and comes to our house, there must be a release point, and that's why they go to media social and search entertaining content. Maybe content that makes them laugh. Something like that. How about you?
I agree with this point because even me myself, when I go back home, I don't usually search for my TV. Although
Okay.
there's a lot of content on the television,
Yeah.
but I would prefer to go on my social media because I can choose which content I want to watch.
Yeah.
And this is actually a very good point because when we can choose our own content, we can use it to find inspiration. For example, motivational content, or maybe if right now I'm doing a decor for my office, so I can use it to search for inspiration on how to decorate my office to make it look as professional and as best as possible.
Oh, you already has office, yeah?
Yes, because my father is actually have its own home office and he give me a table over there.
Aside from that, Iqbal,
Yes.
I think teenagers go to social media, use the social media. One of the reason is they want to make new friends. Because in school, their friends is limited to their country only. So when we use social media, we can meet a lot of new friends from outside, from our country. That's why.
For me myself, I don't know. Maybe we use social media differently. But do you
Yeah.
have friends outside of the country from social media?
Yeah, I have one.
You have one.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. Oh, quite a lot. Because for me myself, I don't have any friends from outside of the country.
So,
Most of my friends is from my own circle at school
Oh.
because I'm very shy in social media.
Oh, you're
I
very
don't
shy in
post a
social
lot and also I don't follow a lot. I'm very reserved.
No wonder.
All right.
Shy.
Now, I would like the both of you
Okay.
to now decide. You have 1 minute to answer this question. You decide on which point is the best reason on why teenagers use social media. Okay. You have 1 minute to decide.
1 minute to listen.
For me, the best reason is of course to search for entertainment, because you go to any kind of social media, you can choose what kind of things that makes you laugh or cry.
Yeah.
So I think that's the best point.
But for me,
Yeah.
even though finding new things which is such entertaining content, it in fact also gives inspiration as well.
Could be. So this is, I think I agree also with you. Because why? When we want to find something that entertains us, it's
Yeah.
always something that resonates with us. So something that makes us inspired or motivated. So I think this is the best point, to find inspiration.
Yeah. So the best reason why teenagers use social media is to find inspiration.
Inspiration.
We both agree on that.
I will agree on that.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Now, for the final question, I would like to hear your opinion on how does social media affect the ways teenagers think. I'll repeat the question.
Okay.
How does social media affect the way teenagers think?
How social media
Affects
affects
the way teenagers think.
think.
For me, negatively. It affects negatively. Why? Because social media, it allows the student, it allows us to not think. Because all the opinions, we can ask anyone. For example, we ask an opinion about something mental happening, we ask one of our influencers, so what is your opinion on this? So it makes the teenagers to think less. That is from my point of view.
But for me, it can be positive. Depends on who they follow. Depends on who or what they search for. If most of the time they search for the good things, for example, someone that always give good vibes, the one that very slay one, and this will make students try to imitate what they follow, and if they follow the right people, it will affect positively in how they think in daily life.
Thank you very much. That was an excellent point.
Oh, habis.
Alright, freeze.
Aku ingat macam lagi.
Thank you very much. Just to set the situation. Alright, just to set the situation, just now we are looking at Miss Mariam as the interlocutor together with a pair of students. Both students are considered as highly proficient students. So what I'm going to do right now is I am going to give an oral evaluation based on an assessor's point of view based on their performance just now. What I can say is both of them understand the question and instructions directed at them so directly, they are able to express their opinion so fluently, proficiently, and ask and respond to questions and suggestions with very little prompting or support, which is very good. Which I think, as from the assessor's point of view, they will score 6 for overall spoken performance for both of them. But there are a few room for improvement that I want to share right now in order to make sure semua orang kat sini boleh belajar as well. I will speak Malay and English lah. Tak boleh speak English all the way kan, takut I jauh dengan the students. I make sure everybody faham apa yang nak cakap. Pertama, during the interview session, Miss Mariam asked an excellent question just now. How should I address you? Bila tanya how should I address you, dia tak tanya alamat rumah korang. How should I address you? I live in tanah tanam Melayu, tak, bukan macam tu. I live in Dungun, Terengganu, bukan. I address you bermaksud bagaimana kita nak jawab soalan walaupun ada the word address. Itu pertama untuk interview session. I think both of them did splendidly. Kedua, individual task. A few things they did excellently, cuma it's better untuk candidate A, if he would start off by giving an introduction. Tak apa, later I'll explain further about that. Juga ada penggunaan lah a bit. And I understand a lot of you ada struggle in ending a sentence. Kita nak habiskan ayat tu, kadang-kadang kita susah nak jumpa noktah. So what we can do, kalau contoh I bagi contoh example, I give an example. If we were to talk about something yang kita nak cakap, benda ni juga at the end of the sentence, perkara-perkara yang melibatkan perkara ini akan memberi istilah, akan memberi masalah juga. So juga tu kita selalu pakai also. Contoh, it will always cause problem also. Sedangkan also right there is grammatically incorrect. So we should always end the sentence with as well. Gunakan as well. It should always it will cause the problem as well. Itu sebab apa? Sebab we always think in Malay, kita translate the process dalam brain kita and kita spit it out, apa perkataan yang keluar. Itu masalah dia. Sebenarnya the most effective way is to think in English, bukan think in Malay, because at the end of the day this is an English speaking examination. Juga if what perlu ada cohesive devices macam Miss Mariam. Apa itu cohesive devices? To link from one bullet point to another, make sure ada more, ataupun in addition to that, those things bukan sekadar memudahkan. I would say from an assessor's point of view, ini adalah compulsory. Wajib untuk korang incorporate in your speech to make sure it flows in an organized manner. Untuk Mr. Iqbal, untuk Iqbal tadi what a brilliant performance just now. Cuma ada a few things. Pertama, you don't maximize the 1 minute that you have. Tadi I time ada only 37 seconds.
Serius?
Yeah.
Rasa macam dah lama.
Ya, betul. Dalam 1 minute tu rasa macam 1 year. Gitu kalau speaking test.
Jadi maksudnya kepada awak nanti yang akan menduduki ni, you akan rasa seminit tu sebagai satu benda yang lama tau.
Betul.
Macam buat plank.
Ya, tadi I feel like macam
It was the whole lifetime.
I feel like dah terlebih ke lah? Betul dia Mariam tak pandang lagi macam
Sebab tu Miss Mariam tanya. It was a prompt question for the interlocutor, and the interlocutor will do that. The interlocutor will ask you further if you don't maximize that 1 minute. It happened a lot to advanced students. Nak bagi tahu awal-awal kenapa? Sebab you think that your concise answer would suffice. Awak dah jawab concisely, sedangkan you to maximize. Awak kena guna that 1 minute. So apa cara dia untuk make sure awak maximize that 1 minute? Pertama, awak jangan jump to straight to the first bullet point. Kalau tajuk awak tadi, apa tajuk awak tadi?
Neighbor.
Contoh dia, an interesting neighbor. So, jangan sebut pasal who the person is straight away. You can talk about everybody must have their neighbors. You give you give a good introduction that can also help in order for you to make sure awak penuhkan that 1 minute tu saja. Itu pertama. Kedua, elaborate. Make sure awak elaborate your answer. Tadi I love the use of adjectives. Nak bagi tahu betapa botaknya jiran dia tu, dia bagi tahu a lot of adjectives, tapi you elaborate more on the opinion based answers. If you think it is necessary to know the neighbors, why or why not, so you give 2 reasons instead of 1.
I see.
Yes. Alright.
Just Mr. Asri to clarify.
Sure.
All the example of neighbours, dia tak ada kaitan dengan atau yang mati lah.
Tak ada kaitan.
Dia randomly terfikir, dia terdetik. Itu sahaja.
Disclaimer, boleh letak kat bawah. Ada siapa-siapa datang serang lagi, kita faham. Next, untuk discussion task, a few things. Avoid asking question terus kepada point. Make sure bila awak dapat the discussion task, Iqbal, jangan tanya soalan kepada partner. Ini saya nampak sebab awak dah ada 20 second. Sebenarnya awak ada 20 second untuk preparation time. awak dah ready your point. So kalau awak tanya soalan pada your partner mungkin terkejut padahal awak nak bercakap dulu. So awak terus kepada your point. Contoh, awak nak bagi tahu tajuk tadi, why teenagers use social media, right? So awak terus pergi pada the first point. I think teenagers use social media because, bukan awak tanya kawan awak. So the first time the conversation tu adalah awak, you decide beforehand dalam bilik menunggu, awak akan bercakap dulu, so you terus jump to the first point. Begitu. Itu pertama. Kedua, ada correction sikit tadi, media sosial. Sebenarnya social media. Make sure you kena correct use of the phrase. Even to the most advanced students, happen benda ni, tak apa, it's okay. Ketiga, me myself, better jangan pakai myself ataupun I believe that. Okay, in my humble opinion, in my perspective, those things would help. Kalau awak guna dengan me myself, it is grammatically wrong. Tapi it becomes a routine for us to say something like that, Iqbal. Tapi you use it more than twice tadi.
I see.
Me myself. Kadang-kadang kita tak sedar. Body gestures yang ketiga. Awak bila bercakap dengan kawan awak, you are too comfortable. Tak boleh macam ni, tak boleh.
Oh, tak boleh.
Tak boleh. Awak punya body gesture sebenarnya ke depan, kawan awak pun ke depan, tapi awak boleh pandang kawan awak like this.
Oh, tak boleh.
Dia bukan macam ni.
Alah.
Tak boleh macam tu. Macam terlalu selesa tadi. Tak apa, it's okay, kita faham. Dan keempat, yang ni sangat ramai. This is a common mistake. Selalu cakap one of the reason for people to help. Contoh kan, sebenarnya one of the reasons. Kita tak pakai reason sebab kita duk fikir one. Kita nak bagi satu je, tapi kita kena ingat satu dalam banyak. So one of the reasons, one of my friends, biar bunyi S tu, qalqalah sughra. Sughra ke tu? InsyaAllah. Minta tak ada nak chat. Tak boleh ada.
Sughra kubra
Cohesive device. Tolonglah, bila korang ada interaction tadi, saya sangat suka Miss Mariam dah ajar teknik bola pingpong tadi kan. And you did that just now. If Fuad tadi tanya soalan pada Iqbal, saya rasa saya tak pernah tengok my students buat macam tu. Itu level of comfort yang I nak tengok dalam my students bila dia buat discussion. You ask, oh, you have a neighbors like, you have a friend like that, like that. To that extent, I want you to your speech to free flow to that extent. Sepatutnya begitu. So, what kind of cohesive devices that we can use? Contoh, besides that, awak nak pergi kepada next point kan, jangan pakai on the other hand. On the other hand sebenarnya ialah untuk the opposing idea. Contoh, from one end to another end. Nak cakap pasal benefits of product, awak nak cakap the disadvantages, baru pakai on the other hand. Dia macam different spectrum. Tapi kalau nak tambah point, furthermore, in addition to that, those things. Okay, tadi pun masa kita buat set tadi, brilliant ni, ramai student tak perasan. Lepas discussion task, nak pergi ke decision. The decision task tu, awak tak ada 20 seconds, awak tak ada 1 minute, you have nothing. Bila the interlocutor said, now decide together which is the main point, terus cakap. You don't have time to tapi awak nak pilih one kan, awak kan kawan awak nak pilih 1 point. So what you can do sophisticatedly, just point. Contoh ada bullet point, the mind map is with you kan. So tengok kawan tengok awak tunjuk straight away start. Awak tak ada 1 second, you don't have 20 seconds, you talk straight away. Tadi excellent set, excellent demonstration. Alright, last one from me. I like the way you use the word imitate. So the use of vocabulary is good. Cuma question, always remember, it can be as challenging as ni SPM sebenar. Tajuk my tu benefits of bringing home cooked meal. Nampak senang. Benefits of bringing home cooked meal. Makanan dimasak di rumah. Tapi dia punya hot question ialah, to what extent does food culture in your country affect the population's obesity? It can be to that extent. The question, it can be very challenging. So I nak bagi tahu, bukan nak takutkan, I nak bagi tahu to make sure you expect the highest, the kind of level of question, yang hot question yang betul-betul menguji. Kenapa? Saya nak last kali daripada saya, hot question itulah yang akan jadi penentu markah awak daripada 1 ke 24 tu, awak dapat 20 and above atau tidak. If you question spot on, your mark will be 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24. That's all from me for my oral evaluation. We'll go to the next set of students, that's a set of pairs.
Thank
Now we
you
go to
very
the
much.
intermediate level. We would like to invite
We would like to invite Sir
Mr.
Badang.
Gas and Mr. Mubin.
Mr. Badang and Mr. Gas and Mr. Mubin. Thank you, Miss Mariam.
Thank
Thank you,
you very
Miss
much.
Thank
Thank
you,
you very
Sir Asri.
Thank you very much. Oh, tak boleh.
Hello, my name is Ghazali.
Have a seat.
Tak boleh.
Belum lagi.
Have a seat. Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Puan Mariam, and here's my colleague, Mr. Asri. He will be there to observe the both of us, all of us. And first of all, I would like to know something about you. So, candidate A and candidate B. So, candidate A, what is your name?
Hi, my name is Muhammad Shahir bin Andana.
And you?
Hi, my name is Ghazali bin Masan.
Thank you. What do you usually do after breakfast, Shahir?
Usually after breakfast, but before breakfast, after I done doing my subuh prayer, I will eat with my family and do a little bit of exercise.
Thank you. And what about you, Ghazali? What do you usually do during your free time?
During my free time, I would like to read books because I love to reading, to get a new knowledge, and I love about fiction book.
Now, I'm going to ask you about your daily routine. Shahib, how do you usually spend your leisure time?
Good question. Most of the time, I will do exercise every single day just to keep my body fit and to make sure my health in good condition and good. And after I working out, I will go to the grocery to buy some raw material to cook for my family.
Thank you. And Ghazali, what do you usually do on weekends?
On weekends, basically, I love to walk at the park, okay, at the common park. So I walking, and sometimes when I want, I jogging a bit for my health. For my health. That's it.
Thank you. Now, here comes the part 2 of the speaking session. I would like the both of you to take a booklet. I'll pass each and every one of you a booklet. And let's start with Shahid. Shahid, I would like you to talk about learning strategies. You have 20 seconds to look at the questions, and you may begin whenever you're ready. You may begin now.
Sorry, I'm a bit nervous. The best strategy for learning for me is actually teaching. So whenever I read a book or I get input from my reading, I will ask a friend of mine to discuss, and I will teach them what I learned from it. And I usually do this strategy after class and after our online class. And then actually whenever we are teaching our friend, it will have a continuous effect to their other friends. So for example, if I teach Ghazali, Ghazali will teach Iqbal, and Iqbal will teach Ifwan. So it's like a domino effect from me to my friend. And actually, personally, I love to teach because reading and do exercise is actually quite boring for me. So to keep the excitement while studying, so I like to teach more than actually just reading. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Now, Ghazali,
Yes.
what do you think is the best learning strategy?
The best learning strategy, I concur what Shahir said just now. The best way to learn is to teach. The best way to teach. So I think teaching colleague, teaching our friend, then our friend will get something from what I'm teaching. So I don't need to make more exercise because of I teaching my friend, this is my exercise.
Thank you very much. That was excellent. Thank you. Now, this is part 2B. I'm going to pass you a candidate booklet, and I would like you to talk about the following school rules. We have 1 minute to talk about all of the questions.
All right.
You may start whenever you're ready.
I love to talk about a rule, some rule that have in school. Okay, the rule is about no smoking. Because it's important for the youngster to start the generation of no smoking generation. All right, like the government did. We have GEG. What is GEG? Endgame, generation endgame for the smokers. So that for the healthier future, so we need to end for the smoking generation. So it's good, it's important to stop the smoking generation. What happen if you break the rule? Okay, the sentence is not the sentence. What is call it? All right. When you break the rule of no smoking, so it will affect the environment. The school environment should be safe and healthy to the student. But when we smoke in the school, so it make the environment is not good. So that it's the other one, and the other one, you may be expelled from the school. All right. Okay. Then, when the school must make a firm action for this non-obedient student, so that the aim is to end the smoking generation.
Thank you very much. And Shahir, thank you very much, Ghazali. Shahir, I would like you to tell me about one important school rule.
Sure. As Ghazali mentioned just now about focusing a healthier youngsters. So basically, we need a better future by setting up some rules, especially for smokers, because I can see a lot of youngsters at age of 12 to 18 started smoker at early age. So by starting this rule at school will actually improve our youngster for a better future.
Thank you. Thank you. This is the end of part 2. Now moving to part 3, I'm going to give you a mind map where you need to discuss with each other on why people should travel locally.
You say about this, okay, opinion. Semua. No need. So about 4 kot.
Me too, you too.
Yes. Less travel time, it's good. Lower cost is not. Appreciate our contractor, but 2. You talk what? Oh, it's good. It's good.
You may start now. Candidate A, you may begin.
Why people should travel locally? What an amazing topic to discuss with my friend Ghazali. The main reason why we should travel locally is to support our local economy. As an economy student, I believe whenever the local is supporting the local product, for example, for goods and services. So we are talking about tourism industry. We have so many amazing places to go. For example, Pulau Perhentian. We have Sempurna in Sabah, and of course we have Hulu Langat, the nearest to my house. And whenever we are supporting our local owners of a resort and etc., we actually boost up our economy in terms of the employment. We can reduce unemployment. We can also help our local businessmen to increase their profit. At the same time, whenever we can increase their profit, they can improvise their facilities, and also as an customer, for me it's better for us to go to our local tourism.
I agree with you.
Yes.
And the advantage for travel locally is less travel time. Imagine when we want to travel to overseas. So it make more cost and more time. Time is very valuable now.
More cost?
Cost. Because of when you go to Thailand, example. So the fuel or the flight ticket, it may be higher cost. Then I go to Hulu Langat, just 10 minutes from here. Like that. So it's a less travel time. So we can save more time. So because of the travel should be time bonding to the family or friend. That's my point.
Yes, I like your opinion. And just to add about our discussion is no language barrier. As our mother tongue, as Malaysian, Bahasa Malaysia, with permission, is our main language to communicate. Because even Malaysian, we can speak Malay, we can speak a little bit of Mandarin, we can speak a little bit of Tamil, and of course English. But if you go to China, for example, and you go to Germany, for example, it's quite hard to talk to the local people there. So for me, it's easier to travel in Malaysia, in our local industry, because when we travel overseas, the chances for us to be scammed,
Yeah, I
or
know.
fraud, because there are so many people are taking advantage. But in our own country,
We already know.
we already know,
Yeah.
because we speak the same language, the same frequency. So I think this is one of the best reason why we should travel locally.
Next, beside all the 3 points we speaking about, there have one more important thing.
What is that?
We appreciate our own country. Because of who want to appreciate the country if not the citizen? So we need to appreciate our country because of they have very traditional thing we can go and see, like at Terengganu with their batik. So want to appreciate batik if not us. So yeah, that's it.
Thank you very much. Now, I would like the both of you to decide on why should people travel locally. You can look at the point and pick one point and decide for only 1 minute.
So for me, madam, I think the biggest why people should travel locally is your first point. That is support local economy. Because of the local economy is good for the citizen of Malaysia. How about you?
I strongly agree. Because why? A good economy is where the people can fulfill their basic necessity by helping our local businesses. Because we are talking about traveling, so we are supporting our local resort, our local hotel, and this will help our nation to become more wealthier, and also whenever the local tourism is boosting, we also can attract people out from outside to come and visit and see themselves about Malaysia.
Thank you. Now, I have the booklet back.
Alright.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Shahid. Thank you, Ghazali. Now, in your opinion, steps should be taken by people to encourage local tourism?
You first.
I think the government should reduce the fees for toll, because the distance to go, for example, from KL to Kelantan, if I want to go and travel there, it will cost me not only for gas but also for the toll fees. So I think by reducing that, it will make us enjoy by not thinking about money all the time. So I think that's maybe the first step that the government should take.
Alright. If you think about the internal government can do, so I go for the external. Maybe the government can make charge for people, for the citizen of Malaysia want to go outside. So
Okay, carry on, carry on.
Take a deep breath. Okay, as you were saying, what steps should be taken to encourage local tourism?
alright, so yeah, like I said, make more charge for the citizen. I'm sorry. Okay, let's go.
You can carry on. Alright, if you're alright, you may take a deep
Yes.
breath.
Carry on.
Ready? You can take a deep breath. Okay.
Okay, go.
Okay, you're
Okay.
ready? Take your time.
Take my.
Okay, go.
Go. Sorry
You got this.
for that.
Alright, let's get back to the question.
Let's get back to the question.
So,
Sorry.
as
Okay.
you were saying, it should be taken to local tourism. Why?
Okay, what the government can do, so is to less the tax for the tourism. So like we know we have tax for the tourism, so we can make it less. Maybe government can charge to the foreigner, but for the local,
No charge.
no charge for local for our tourism. So all the citizens of Malaysia can go travel happily.
Thank you very much. That is the end of part 3.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Alright, freeze. Okay, freeze freeze. Yang kat luar pun freeze semua. There are things that can go out of control. Cuma I like the idea of you are able to keep yourself calm.
Yes.
Make sure we have different emotions whenever we speak, kan? So make sure you know that focus is on the examination. Sometimes we feel nervous, sometimes we feel anxious, sometimes we feel sad, sometimes we feel too happy. Our friend is laughing at us. Those things we need to cater to. Alright?
Apa ni sir, maksudnya benda-benda macam ni sebenarnya boleh berlaku. To be honest,
Of course
to
boleh.
be honest
Yeah.
kalau contohlah dekat belah pantai timur ke,
Yeah.
orang pantai timur cakap bahasa Inggeris ni bunyi dia sangat pekat. So benda tu agak geli untuk didengar sebenarnya.
Geli kan orang Pantai Timur?
Kita pun Kelantan juga.
Saya kita jangan pecah.
So saya rasa adakah benda ni akan merosak kacau sangat?
Gemak.
It will kalau you will let it macam become too severe or too extreme. Tapi kadang-kadang kita tak boleh nak elak. We cannot actually avoid our mother tongue tu is like that. Tapi sebab tu saya selalu pesan even to my students, even my friends who are trying to speak in English kan. I am from Pantai Timur by the way, so I know the struggle. But we need to understand that wherever we speak, we try our best to imitate the way the native speaking. Betul tak Miss Mariam? Betul.
Mari minta maaf to students semua, minta maaf to our audience because
It's our control.
out of our
This
control.
is bound to happen.
It's okay.
Yes, sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
Teruskan lagi saya rasa apa lagi improvement?
A few things. Pertama tadi saya terlepas tadi. Thank you so much Miss Aina. Miss Aina is with us. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Miss Aina.
Woo! Aina is with us. Di belakang tabir, she reminded me not to remind the students not to use the word slay. Tadi Mr. Ikhwat pakai the word
Yes,
slay.
betul perkataan
That
slay.
is one of the words yang kita pakai. Bunyi dia slang sebenarnya. Itu kiranya slang words. Okay? Okay, few things. Pertama, untuk part 1 interview session, not much of a problem. Sebenarnya sekejap lagi saya nak minta Sebadang kalau boleh at the end, Mr. Badang share dengan everyone your journey with English. I don't know why, tapi I rasa dulu you think you are struggling with English.
Betul.
Right now I think macam semua slay Mr. Badang slay. Mungkin you boleh share dengan dengan everyone.
boleh.
With the students, you can come to this
Boleh.
point. Sebenarnya bagus. Fluent. Mr. Gas pun you are not under kita panggil apa
Less proficient.
macam less proficient ataupun kita panggil struggling ataupun
Basic user.
I kira you in intermediate sebab you are trying to speak and the message conveyed tu memang smoothly. You are able to engage in the conversation. A few things je, tak apa, biasa. I like to reading, I like to read, those things. Okay? Tadi Mr. Badar the word continuous effect kan. A few things je. Cohesive devices, I kena ulang a few times. Memang students jarang pakai. Kita dah kata orang kata nak share kan, kita very much indulge in our own conversation, so we tend to not use consider devices. Saya selalu biasakan the students ada bullet point 1, bullet point 2, bullet point 3 ke 4. 1 dengan 2 tu biasa tak ada consider devices. Tapi antara 2 ke 3 kedua ketiga tu make sure ada consider devices untuk linkkan your thought process from one to another, your idea from one to another. Begitu. Saya nak pesan daripada tadi, sebenarnya saya lupa. This time around pun, bila you dah habis individual task and your partner pula nak bercakap, when your partner diberi subsequent question based on your topic tu, that subsequent answer tu should not be as long as the individual task. It should be 1 sentence or 2 je. Dia macam very brief. Dia tak kira minit pun. Dia kadang-kadang 1 sentence enough. 20 seconds, 10 seconds. Jawab, that's it. Oh, thank you very much. Dia sebenarnya begitu. Sebab dia macam ada individual task, lepas tu awak dengar tak apa yang kawan awak jawab tadi. So you are focused or not.
Kita kira nak summarize kan je lah.
Boleh kata summarize ataupun tadi kata my most memorable day. What is your most memorable day pula, like that. So you
Quick
answer your personal. My most memorable day was last week. It was my birthday. My mother celebrated my birthday. That's it.
No.
It should be like that. It shouldn't take too long.
Ini adalah second
Second part. Yang individual task. Awesome lah student kan. Okay. Saya cakap tadi fokus on delivering. Nampak tadi. This is the kind of students yang memang majority, I boleh cakap, I bukan generalize I memang nampak majority of the students in Malaysia is having. Sebab you think in Malay, you keluar in English. Sebab tu keluar macam some rules have in school. Awak cakap yang ada dekat sekolah. Sebab tu awak cakap that have. Sebenarnya awak kena fikir some rules that are implemented or some rules that are being assigned to the students, for example. So awak kena fikir in English. I know it's hard. Memang payah. It takes years of experience. Nak dapat ke tahap ni, nak tahap dia boleh jadi cikgu English, untuk jadi fluent in English, it takes a lot of criticism, people laughing at kita kan. Now kita are able to at least at the very least teach in English macam tu. Macam mana nak buat kalau stuck? Ini soalan paling famous. Saya seronok tengok komen, sebadang dengan segas, teruskan memasak. Fry, sir, fry. Macam tengah goreng kan. Hangus, bomba mana bomba? What to do when you are stuck? Kalau kita nak go into that idea, that one particular word, kita nak cakap that word, tak capai, tak dapat. Take 3 seconds. Saya selalu cakap in my class, 3 second rule. Paling penting 3 second tu, maafkan saya, 3 saat tu fikir perkataan apa awak nak cakap. Contoh saya, pengalaman saya sendiri masa muat speaking, saya nak cakap the word sayur. Tak datang ilham, Allah tak tutup kejap the word sayur, tak dapat. I went to the market to buy sayur. Sayur English apa? I went to the market to buy. Take 3 seconds, istighfar. Do whatever it takes for you to make sure you are calm. Itu pertama. Dapat the word, sebut. Kalau tak dapat, what should you do? You go around that word. I went to the market to buy sayur. Tak dapat sayur. I went to the market to buy cucumbers, carrots, etc. You go around that word. You tak perlu stuck on that particular word. Kalau tak, you stuck forever. Kalau tak, you will hesitate. You will end up with etc. Alright. Last one. Untuk part 3, boleh bincang BM ke? Ramai tanya. That 20 seconds time for you to prepare. Masuk keluar tak akan saya. 20 saat yang awak ada tu, make sure you speak in English juga. Remember, you are giving an impression. Kalau nak sangat speak in Malay, speaklah so discreetly, jangan assessor dengar. Cikgu English awak depan awak ni, I know for a fact they will help you. Tapi assessor kat belakang tu orang tak kenal awak. So awak nak cakap in Malay, cakap discreetly. Okay? Ramai tanya, boleh cakap Melayu ke tak? Boleh cakap Melayu ke tak? Sebenarnya tak boleh. Even dalam discussion 20 seconds awak berdua berbisik tu, tak boleh. Even saya pesan my students, kalau boleh, jangan berbincang tu. Bincang beforehand. Awak ada bilik menunggu tu, awak tahu partner awak, bagi tahu awal, okay, 3 poin atas aku ambil, 3 poin bawah kau ambil. Or, awak memang dah pilih two strongest point, tunjuk je. Your job is to tunjuk and focus on your point. And then, awak guna it make more, it make kan, sebenarnya patutnya it makes. Sebenarnya the distinction tu yang membezakan awak average student, below average student dengan advanced student. Sesimpel itu. He reads, he kicks the ball. Bunyi S tu. Ni sakdu tau, sakdu. Tadi kata kau kalau suruh kena marah dah. Body language excellent. Saya nampak segas bila bercakap. Dia punya body bercakap. Mengiringi percakapan mulutnya. Itu cara speaking test yang sebenar. When you speak, your whole being is with you. Your whole being assists your. Itu cara sebenar a good speaker speak. A proficient one speak. Tadi kan awak start dengan the word if not internal government will do, external to do. Internal apa? Internal ataupun external kan. The word that you are looking for is we kan, internal we for the government to do. Tak apa, kadang-kadang untuk dalam masa window time yang kita ada beberapa hari lagi ni before speaking test, what you can do as a student, you read a lot. Awak bacalah, awak dengarlah podcast. Podcast yang awak dengar, saya tahu bukan semua benda awak boleh dapat, tapi at the very least you can imitate the way people speak. Macam mana orang yang native speaker, orang yang fluent in English, how they structure a sentence from the very beginning up until the end of the sentence, macam mana dipakai sampai ayat terakhir. Kadang-kadang the simplest one pun yang awak boleh catat, the simplest of sentence awak boleh catat, sebab kadang-kadang itu yang awak struggle. Itu saja. Terima kasih. Assalamualaikum.
Let's go, jom.
Thank you.
Close.
Alright, I guess that is all from us.
Thank you
Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you so much, everybody. Let us all welcome Sir Iqbal and also
Mr.
Sir
Ifwat.
Ifwat on board to say goodbye to everyone.
We really hope whatever things that we are
And
talking
we
about
have a
today.
special appearance of the neighbor.
Thank you, everyone.
I brought my neighbor, my neighbor.
Neighbor dah sampai. So shiny.
Buat 10 minutes Q&A boleh?
On. Can.
No problem.
10 minutes Q&A. Oh, Saina dah masuk ke?
Asri dan Mariam. Asri dan Mariam. Okay, boleh duduk sini.
Okay, Asri. Miss Maria.
Okay, Q&A.
Alright, the first question. Apa soalan yang korang ada? Go ahead. Okay, tadi.
A few things.
Oh, okay. Ada few things.
Thank you,
Okay,
Miss
jom.
Aina, for
Jotting down
jotting down the
everything.
questions. Boleh, terima kasih. Jadi kita duduk. Mr. Iqbal duduk sini juga tau. Mr. Iqbal pun, Mr. Badang, Mr. Gas.
Boleh.
Jom.
Boleh.
Sama-sama. Kita try jawab a few
Ifat.
questions, burning question. Yang ni berulang ya, Miss Aina. Berulang soalan ni dekat dalam. Tapi penting. Okay, pertama, kalau mental block, what should you do?
Okay, for mental block I rasa boleh tak kalau kita berdiri dekat dengan sikit dengan dia orang? Macam semangat sikit kalau berdiri.
Kamera kat
Boleh,
mana? Kamera kat mana? Boleh stay. Kita dekatkan diri. Oh, lari.
Oh, saya duduk balik.
Kita nak dengar cerita sebadang ni.
Kita nak dengar cerita lepas ni juga kan? Okay, tadi soalan pertama, kalau partner senyap, how? Tu ke soalan tadi? Boleh buka
Boleh. Okey, boleh jawab soalan dulu?
Okay, kalau partner senyap, what to do? Okay, tadi I notice, kalau korang pun notice kan, bila partner korang tak bercakap, interlocutor akan bagi ruang dulu untuk diorang senyap sebentar. Interlocutor akan make way untuk dia cakap. Kalau betul-betul dah tak boleh, they are going to help your partner. You don't have to worry about that. I've said it many times, I'm going to say it again. You don't have to worry about that. Itulah interlocutors, part of the thing.
Pada the rules.
The rules, the role and the rules of interlocutor being there for you.
True.
And kalau tertolong kawan, I cannot stop you from helping your friend. You can do that, definitely, okay?
And then remember yang the focus is on you. Awak fikir diri awak, you are going to be evaluated. Your partner, awak dah tolong, awak dah bagi prompt. What do you think about this question? What do you think about this point? Dia tetap tak cakap apa-apa, you let it be. You focus on yourself. Next question, kalau mental block nak buat
Oh,
apa?
this one. Tadi tak sempat nak jawab. Kalau mental block, find peace. This is however you can find your peace, do that. Take deep breath. Kalau you are anxious, tarik nafas. Okay? Take deep breath And then what you can do here is you can focus on other things for a while. Macam tadi, kalau you perasan, whatever that happened to Celeste, bila dia tergelak terlalu banyak, he couldn't control it. Okay, usually it depends on the interlocutor. Kalau masa dah habis, interlocutor akan cakap thank you very much. Interlocutor tak akan bagi ruang macam mana saya bagi ruang. Tetapi kalau masa dah habis, tadi saya bagi sebab I want to end the session for you guys. And kalau you cannot find that word macam Sir Asri cakap tadi, you can always replace ataupun cakap I apologize, I will reinstate my point again. I'm sorry, I will say my point again. Cakap lagi, cari benda lain.
Yes.
Don't now I'm stuck.
Start lah, alah.
Don't
get
focus,
stuck.
okay, on that one thing only.
True. Remember, if you ada macam mental block kan, sometimes you need to ask yourself, thank you Miss Aina, this is Miss Aina's idea, WH question.
Yes.
Awak tanya balik, apa yang awak cuba nak cakap tadi, who involved, when does it involve, contoh. Or draw from your personal experience. Whenever you are stuck with the idea is too jarring for you, macam benda yang awak nak cakap tu jauh sangat dengan diri awak. Contoh, my student, my favourite cartoon character, tapi saya tak tengok kartun. Dia tak tengok kartun tapi memang dia rasa stuck nak jawab soalan tu. So think of anything that you can remember, that you can relate to. Apa adik awak suka, for example.
Another thing that I wanted to add sebelum I lupa.
Sila.
Tadi ada yang tak cakap, macam mana kalau partner kita terlalu lama? Macam tadi I notice the session that we had about economy tu, it was something that the candidate really love talking about. Dia cakap dia pelajar ekonomi dan dia suka sangat that topic and dia akan cakap sampai in his own world or in her own world. So as a candidate, as a partner, as an interlocutor, we wouldn't interrupt you just like that. Mana-mana boleh je interrupt, we will interrupt. Tapi kalau you tak boleh nak interrupt kawan you try to tengok mana part yang dia you boleh apa?
Boleh celah,
you boleh mencelah.
Betul.
Then you go ahead and do that. Okay?
Sebab monopolizing the discussion will not help you.
From the experience that I had just now as an interlocutor, not as an interlocutor out there.
Betul, tapi memang assessor wouldn't appreciate if you were to monopolize the whole discussion.
Betul.
You'll make it about you. Don't steal my thunder, cannot do that. Okay, always remember. Next question, clarify.
Less is more. Gunakan suara Rora.
Tak apa, betul.
Gunakan suara Rora. Start speaking with proper organisation. Walaupun tak ada markah organisation dekat situ, it's very important for you to bear in mind, guna perkataan opinion, use opinion, dah cerita opinion, masukkan elaboration, lepas dah masukkan elaboration, you ask your friend. That's it.
True.
Less is more.
Betul. Saya suka tadi ada orang tanya Sir Ifat tengah lukis apa kat belakang. Lepas tu kat bawah dia komen Sir Ifat tengah lukis masa depan kita.
Betul. Itu pun technically it is. Tengah bagi korang idea-idea kan. So
okay.
Yes.
Clarifikan the sequence untuk part 2, individual long term task. Okay. Untuk this part yang kita panggil prompt card ni, kita dah ada 4 questions. Kita follow the sequence of the question. Boleh tak kita nak jump?
Nak minta zoom boleh kat sini?
Tunjuk. Nampak tak? Tunjuk.
Okay, this is the sample question that we had just now.
Nampak tak? Ni the sequence of question ni macam bentuk macam ni. So dia ada nampak? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ini soalan yang korang nampak nanti tau. It will be bigger
It will be bigger.
It will be bigger.
Yes.
Nanti dalam your question booklet. Dia dalam bentuk buku. Thank you Miss Mariam.
Thank you very much.
Alright, saya nak cakap sikit je, saya lupa. Ada candidates yang ada condition. For example, dia rabun. Rabun, awak perlu inform the teacher straight away. Yang ni penting sebab your teacher. Don't look for anyone else. For your English teacher, inform him or her awak punya rabun. Kita akan check the severity. After that, what we will do ialah kami akan print the question booklet in A3 size. Okay, itu prosedur SPM sebenar. Itu dah nak tambah. Prosedur SPM ni sebab ada kadang-kadang unforeseen circumstances. Kadang-kadang ni saya nak cerita je lah. English examination yang bertulis, a day before my student dia broke his thumb ada masalah, ada jatuh something. In order for him to answer the English paper, dia perlu sebut and cikgu tu kena tulis. Dia panggil intonation. Okay. Itulah.
Please remember, jaga posture. Confidence is key. Wear your best uniform. Stay calm.
Pakai minyak wangi.
Pakai minyak wangi if you pakai minyak wangi. Tudung tu comel-comel pagi tu.
Bawa jam tengok, bawa jam.
Check masa, manage your time, manage your mental health. Jangan kisah pasal benda di luar yang you tak boleh control on that day because you akan get distraction.
True.
And remember, this is the last chance for you to score this part 3.
Awak belajar English
paper 3.
Awak belajar English daripada kecil. This is the time. Now or never. InsyaAllah you will do it. Speak like your life depends on it. That's all from me. Mr. Asri.
And Miss Mariam, thank you very much.
And our students. Semua seorang-seorang. Kita ada Mr. Ifwat. There is Mr.
Thank you.
Gas. Mr. Iqbal. And Mr. Badang. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. All the best.
All the best. Kami
You
sendiri
can
sampai
do
day
this.
one.
You can do
Assalamualaikum.
this. Assalamualaikum.
Good night.
Good night. Thank you for your time.
Good night everyone. Assalamualaikum.